I've wanted to travel to Southeast Alaska on an epic adventure for quite some time. The idea of linking steelhead, black bear, and crabbing all in one trip was something that really excited me. Pristine and remote wilderness, endless miles of untouched shoreline, and Alaskan weather were all pieces of the puzzle we had to solve. Our game plan was to fly to Ketchikan and charter a beaver to drop us off with a Zodiac. This is that adventure.
That's it, huh? That's all you had? That's all you had? I thought you had a lot more. I'm just... really did pretty good on taking.
Spring black bear 2023. We're getting the little two-man rafts set up here. So we have a Zodiac that's on the way, but it's a little delayed. It's somewhere in the ocean right now in a barge getting down here. So hopefully we get that in the next day or two. But for now, we emergency got these from a friend, Philip, and we're basically just planning on fishing. So we're gonna head across the little bay here, try our luck with steelhead. There is another boat that happened to be parked in the bay that we were getting dropped on, so that's kind of a bummer. They're definitely hunting. They dropped somebody off down at the head of the bay, but until we get the Zodiac, we're kind of just camped out here and bebopping around this area, but which for now is great because we can't hunt tonight anyways because it's the day we got flown out. So we've got some crab pots we're gonna drop out. Dan's getting those rigged up. Oh yeah, we're alive. These little two-man pack rafts do not go in a straight line very easily, I will say that. But Dan and I are making our way slowly but surely.
Finding lots of rocks that look like bears.
Yeah, lots of rocks that are looking like bears out here, for sure. We don't actually know if there are steelhead in this creek or not, so there's no documented steelhead. So we're just kind of exploring it and seeing if there might be, because it seems like a pretty big kind of creek. You can kind of see how big it is, how wide. And really the only way to figure out if they're fishing it is to get the boots on the ground and go and check it out. So that's what we're doing.
Crazy little thing.
Slippery little fellas.
Dude, I almost had that thing.
Getting our camp set up. We got Dan the man, Luke, and George. A couple tents. We found this place that nobody's ever been before, untouched by humans, other than that little archery target in the tree right there. But aside from that, we're the first humans ever here. All right, Dan and I are getting set up here. We woke up at about, our alarms went off at 4. We got over here about 5. We're glassing this headwater of this bay. There's a little creek that flows out. Lots of mussels, and then the green grass is what the bears will be feeding on in the spring. Luke and George are sitting on that. There's a little island over there. They're probably about 800 yards away from us, glassing the other side of the bay. The water's like crystal clear here. It's amazing. So clear, all the otters are able to eat all the crab, as it turns out. Nothing?
Nada.
Nothing.
Nothing was even messing with it.
What the heck? We're just chilling out on this point. It's about 11 o'clock on day one of the days we can hunt. Obviously we have the rifle here. But we found out we are not gonna get our Zodiac until tomorrow at 2. So we're kind of stuck in this immediate area, which isn't bad because obviously there could be bears that pop up like anywhere on this entire shoreline. This whole shoreline is really pretty good. So we apologize to the grizzly roes because we kind of just got dropped right on top of them, but we don't have the Zodiac to really move out of here. So we're kind of stuck and they don't even know that. All right, old Danny and I are out. We decided to take the boat out for a little rip. We're basically just glassing the shoreline. So the sweet thing about these 2-man pack rafts is they're just quiet. There's no motor, no Zodiac, you know, outboard horse, 20 horse motor. So yeah.
That's the bad part.
What's that? And that is also the bad part, is we have to paddle. But yeah, our plan is basically just to go about maybe 2-3 miles down this arm, just along the shoreline here, and just kind of keep glassing this shore. All right, set up for the evening here. It's our first night that we can hunt. Based on how hot it is, we think the evenings will be the best. So it's really pretty. There's hardly any wind. Dan and I paddled probably about a mile to a mile and a half from camp. We've kind of found this little inlet that has just really green grass all the way around it, so it's kind of cool, protected in the shade. I think this could be a spot that maybe a 8-footer would come out in. Okay, here we are in day 2, spotting evening. We're at the very beginning here. This shoreline here, basically a nice 180 degrees. Shoreline we're going to be searching for, and we're nice tucked up in the trees, but this is the money shot right here. Let's see if we can get a big one.
Happy Cinco de Mayo. Here in Alaska, day 2 of hunting, day 3 here. Different conditions. We've got rain this morning, but same result. No bears. Isaac, George, and Luke getting some shut-eye while it's raining. So Isaac and George just spotted a bear across the way. So they are jumping in the raft right now, and I'm going to try to get you a little film here.
Alright, it is May the 5th. It is Cinco de Mayo. And we cannot eat tacos today if we do not have a bear down. Uh-oh. I think he sees them. Yeah, he's looking their way. And there's a little bit of a ridge. So I don't know if you can see over it, but I think his eyes are locked on them right now. That is not good. Not off here. He gone.
Getting this 14-foot Zodiac ready to rip. To say we're happy is an understatement. We got this 20 horse motor. We're ready to shoot some bears. There go a couple stone cold killers. In all seriousness, having that little boat, game changer. So we just boated about 15 miles, probably about 15, 17 miles, something like that from our original base camp. We're getting into 2 bays that are, you know, we haven't hunted. We don't know if anybody else has hunted this year, so they should be hopefully some sweet spots. And that Zodiac's gonna be a game changer, but there go a couple killers out there. So George is just sneaking in that bay right there. He'll probably have a couple bears down tonight. So tonight's our first night with the Zodiac. We're set up on 3 different bays. And we're optimistic somebody's gonna get a bear tonight. Dan and I are set up for the evening. We got to the old honey hole. That's what we're looking at. There's a lot of green grass out here on kind of the edges. That tree in the far back is about 550 yards away, so there's quite a bit of depth here. And we're hoping a big old bear comes out. All right, this is George and I. We just saw one just up the road here as we were boating in. We're in one of the bays. We're gonna see if he's still there and freaking take a shot at him. Here we go.
All right, after a good stalk,
Good
George
shot.
and I, good shot. Took the bear out. Right here at this log. Had him. First bear down, boys. Let's go. 5 more. Okay, here we go, George. The boat's back here. We got 2 bears. George is moving in for his 3rd stalk of the day. Black bear is right. He's right around that corner. We're excited to go get him. Here we go. Why don't you get on top of that rock?
That's what I like to see. Tree. Just keeps getting better and better.
And
All right, I'm leaving it
now
out.
there were 3.
You want to
Yee,
go,
yee.
go grab that boat?
All right, Dan and I are manning the post here still. Prime time. And we just heard a little gunshot go off about a mile that way. So we're hoping George or Luke got a crack at one. Stone cold killers here. We've got George and Luke, big bear down, and another big bear, and another big bear. 3 bears, 1 night for the Vancouver boys. In probably 3 hours. That is insane. They've got 2 of them skinned. Dude, these ones look nice. Are they nice or what?
This one.
I mean,
your left
jeez.
is a
monster, right? It's taller than George.
Yeah, that
Wow.
was
And then
mine.
this one was a little softer, but dude,
Its
like,
hide is so thick.
it has
literally
no
came
rubs,
out.
no rubs anywhere. It's straight fluff.
Like-
Easiest stock ever.
These, you know, the things that pop. I mean, we're
Yeah,
like being so careful. It's like pop, 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 pop. And that one, the fluffy one, was just like totally like whenever he looked up, we'd just pause, and then he'd put his head down and I'd walk. And I got like 150 yards.
Yeah.
Dang.
And that one dropped immediately. This one ran into the woods probably about 20 feet. And this one, it ran into the water and then we shot it again.
Dude, absolute savages. These Vancouver guys.
Dude, you guys.
Unbelievable.
It's a strat
Hey,
that's
Cinco de Mayo tacos.
What's our plan today, Dan?
We're gonna get all three Dungies for starters. Then we're gonna go steelheading, and then we're gonna shoot some bears. Well, Isaac's gonna shoot some bears.
And Luke. Luke's got a tag.
He's got one left. You never know when you bring me. Anything can happen.
Anything gonna happen? Danny and I heading up the elusive Steelhead River. Just looking for a couple 39 inchers, nothing big. Actually, we saw one steelhead in this river. We've hiked about halfway up it. But it just seems like it's so shallow right now because I think it's been 8 days really since any substantial rain. And basically the water is just so low that I don't think any new fish are pushing in, and the fish that were in probably pushed all the way up to the lake. So we may abandon this and just go back to bear hunting. Dan, what do you think the odds are that we have a crab in one of those pots?
The odds?
Yeah.
Not good.
Why? You're supposed to be the crab master.
We are 0 for probably 8. So
Don't you feel like the odds only go up the more strikeouts you have, though?
yeah,
I mean, if you're like 1 in 10 to get a crab and you've gone 0 for 8, it's like
we're due.
we're looking pretty good on the next two checks, I think.
I'll give you that. We're due.
All right.
That's it.
What do we got?
Nada.
Aw. Just all around disappointment with the crabs this year. All right, let's go find some bears. Right there, big blackbird.
We just work the shoreline.
You just walk the shoreline around.
yeah, work right here.
Yeah, the wind's in
Just go that way, yeah, park it, work it.
Or do you want to just take some oars and?
No, I think, dude, you can, motor it.
I think we could get pretty close with the motor, like to that falling down tree.
Just barely see that little black dot there. That's absolute tank.
Big.
Magnum black bear.
8 footer at least.
At least 8 feet, maybe 9. Alright, we're trying to close the distance to about 300, maybe 350. Wind's in our face. It's go time. Big bear, big bear, big bear. Let's get distance on him. 300. Looked like a decent bear. We got to 300 yards. We kind of snuck along the shoreline here, and made it happen. I bet it couldn't have taken what do you think? 10 minutes to get up here.
Probably last 5.
When we stopped, 10 minutes. Hopped out, made the move. The bear was just feeding. I think we got a good shot on him. I could definitely see that he was hit when he bolted into the woods. So he didn't drop, but it seemed like a smoked bear to me.
Yeah.
He's down.
Black bear down.
Go ahead and hold it up, Dan. No.
I'll be honest, his head does look big, doesn't it?
It's like a big.
I'm actually like surprised. It's like, seems about as big as the brown bear I just got. Black bear down. We just spotted it. It's the last night, 5:20. Rounded the corner. Or actually, we came really through the straight, and boom, black bear feeding in this little grassy patch right here. So, just anchored him right here. He ran about 15 yards into the woods, and that was it. So sweet. We've got 4 bears down at this point. We've got 2 tags left, so we're gonna keep her rolling.
All right, we got another bear spotted. This is gonna be number 5 for the day. So Dan and I need to go ahead and not pork this away. Luke's leaving. Why don't we just walk up to the grass and then cut over? I mean, literally like 20 yards over and get in range. Let's do it. That bear's right there. He's about 350 yards. We're trying to get down to about 250. Yeah, he's quartering towards. Not yet. Try to pull him. He's down. He's down. He's down. Oh, he's down. Nice. Yeah, he's down.
Two's down. So this is another nice black bear. Has a little bit of rubbing on the feet, but overall just a bruiser. Eating some green grass. Huge old pumpkin head on it. But really cool to just kind of be bombing around in that Zodiac and spot these bears and make stalks on them. It's kind of fun. This was actually technically probably our, 5th bear we were on today?
Yeah.
This afternoon, 5th bear we were on this afternoon, so pretty awesome. We shot one. Dan and I made a stalk, and I got a shot on it just right in the back of that bay over there, so not very far away. And then we came back to pick George up. He was cleaning it and saw this one. We couldn't pass it up. So 250-yard shot, smoked it, and it basically dropped right in its tracks. So pretty awesome.
All right, Danny boy here is slicing and dicing. We've almost got the hide off, and on a spring bear, you actually have to keep the meat. And so we got the quarters off, and we are getting the back straps right now.
George and I, wrapping this final bear. The 6th and final bear. Down for the count. Right at 840.
All right, 6 bears down. We're doing it. Heading home in the dark.
Some big bears here. This is about a 7-footer. These ones are all probably about 6.5.